There was a time when carrying a pocket pistol meant accepting a trade-off so brutal it barely made sense. You got concealability, sure, but you gave up stopping power, reliability, and any hope of hitting what you aimed at beyond arm's length. Those days are officially dead. The engineering breakthroughs happening in the compact handgun space have completely shattered every limitation we used to accept as normal, and the options available right now are genuinely staggering. We are living in the golden age of pocket carry firearms, and today we are breaking down the 10 absolute best pocket pistols that are dominating the market in 2026, ranked from great to the single best option you can slide into a pocket and trust with your life. Let's get into it. Number 10, Ruger LCP Max. Starting us off at the 10th spot is a pistol that proved a simple idea could change everything. The Ruger LCP Max took the beloved LCP platform, a gun millions of people already trusted, and asked one deceptively difficult engineering question. What if we nearly doubled the capacity without making the gun any bigger? The answer turned out to be brilliant. The LCP Max holds 10+1 rounds of .380 ACP in a frame that is dimensionally almost identical to the original 6-shot LCP. That alone is a remarkable achievement, but Ruger did not stop there. At just 10.6 ounces, this striker-fired micro pistol practically vanishes in a pocket holster. The tritium front sight is a massive upgrade over earlier LCP models, giving you genuine low-light visibility when it matters most. The trigger received meaningful refinement too. It pulls shorter, smoother, and breaks with more consistency than previous generations. The grip texture walks that fine line between providing enough traction for a secure hold and being comfortable enough to carry against bare skin without irritation. Reliability with quality defensive ammunition is excellent. The integrated trigger safety does its job preventing unintentional discharge, and certain models ship with an optional manual safety for shooters who want that extra layer of security. Accuracy at defensive distances of 7 yards and closer is perfectly acceptable for a gun this size. If your priority is cramming the absolute maximum number of rounds into a true pocket-sized .380 platform without breaking the bank, the LCP Max delivers on that promise with the kind of proven dependability Ruger has built its reputation on. Number 9. Sig P365 in .380 ACP. Sig took one of the most revolutionary micro-compact platforms ever created and chambered it in .380 ACP, producing a pistol that prioritizes shootability and reduced recoil without sacrificing meaningful capacity. The P365 in .380 holds 11+1 rounds through a 3.1-inch barrel, and it handles like a much larger firearm thanks to Sig's obsessive attention to ergonomic detail. The X-ray 3-day and night sights are outstanding, providing rapid target acquisition whether you are in bright daylight or near darkness. The grip module texture strikes an aggressive enough balance to maintain solid control during strings of fire without chewing up your skin during extended carry. The flat-face trigger is a genuine pleasure. Clean break, minimal take-up, and a positive reset that lets you get back on target fast. What truly separates this pistol from competitors is the smoothness of its operation. The slide cycles with a buttery consistency and the feeding reliability across various ammunition types is essentially flawless. An optics-ready slide accommodates micro red dots for shooters wanting enhanced precision, and extended magazines push capacity up to 12 rounds. For anyone who finds 9mm snap a bit much in ultra-compact guns, or for shooters with hand strength concerns, this platform in .380 is a genuinely intelligent choice that sacrifices very little defensive capability. Number 8. Kimber Micro 9. Here is where things get interesting for the traditionalists. The Kimber Micro 9 takes the legendary 1911 platform, the ergonomics, the grip angle, the familiar manual of arms, and shrinks it down into a legitimate pocket pistol chambered in 9mm. The 3.15-inch barrel, paired with 6+1 or 7+1 capacity depending on your magazine selection, gives you real stopping power in a package that still disappears into a jacket pocket. The aluminum frame keeps weight at 15.6 ounces, which provides just enough mass to absorb 9mm recoil without punishing the shooter, while remaining light enough that you genuinely forget it is there during all-day carry. The mild recoil spring makes slide manipulation noticeably easier than many competitors, which is a significant advantage for shooters with limited hand strength. And the single-action trigger, this is where the Kimber shines. The break is crisp, the pull is light, and accuracy potential is meaningfully better than most double-action or striker-fired alternatives in this size class. The thumb safety is positive and instinctive for anyone who has trained on the 1911 platform. Kimber's fit and finish is visible in every detail. The low-profile sights, the beveled magazine well that facilitates faster reloads, the overall machining quality. One honest caveat: the Micro 9 rewards proper technique. You need to grip it high and tight the way a 1911 demands for optimal reliability. But for dedicated fans of John Browning's masterwork who want that heritage in their pocket, the Micro 9 is the answer. Number 7. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Smith & Wesson essentially went back to the drawing board with this one, and the result is a pistol that addresses virtually every single complaint people had about the original Bodyguard. The 2.0 version in 380 ACP packs a stunning 12+1 capacity into a frame that is barely larger than competitors holding half as many rounds. The 2.74-inch barrel provides adequate velocity for modern defensive hollow points to perform as designed. The trigger transformation alone justifies this pistol's existence. Where the original Bodyguard had a trigger pull that could generously be described as unpleasant, the 2.0 delivers a smooth, consistent pull with a defined, crisp break. The sights graduated from the original's nearly invisible bumps to actual 3-dot units you can pick up quickly. Grip texture provides solid purchase, and the flat-face trigger, combined with improved ergonomics, makes this pistol surprisingly satisfying to shoot for something this small. Smith & Wesson incorporated a clever integrated carry hook that catches on pocket edges or waistbands for deployment and retention, a small feature that proves someone on the design team actually carries a pocket pistol daily. The optics-ready slide accepts Shield RMSC pattern micro dots. 2 magazines ship in the box, a flush-fit 10-rounder for maximum concealment and an extended 12-rounder for range sessions or when concealment is less critical. This is what happens when a manufacturer genuinely listens to its customer base and responds with purpose. Number 6. Glock 42. Glock. There is a reason the Glock 42 continues to dominate sales charts years after its introduction, and that reason is elegantly simple. It just works, every single time. This 380 ACP pistol embodies everything Glock stands for: legendary reliability, mechanical simplicity, and zero-nonsense functionality in a subcompact package featuring a 3.25-inch barrel and 6+1 capacity. At 13.76 ounces unloaded, the G42 runs the standard Glock operating system: no manual safety, consistent trigger pull across every shot, and an intuitive manual of arms that requires almost zero thought under stress. The trigger is actually better than many full-size Glock triggers, with less take-up and a cleaner break that surprised a lot of people when this gun first hit the market. The sights are standard Glock white dot units, functional and serviceable, if not particularly exciting. Extended magazines bump capacity to 7 or even 9 rounds for those wanting more, but the real magic of the G42 lies in 2 places. First, reliability that borders on the absurd. This pistol will eat any ammunition you feed it and keep running through neglect, dirt, lint, and whatever else pocket carry throws at it. Second, aftermarket support that dwarfs every other pocket pistol on this list. Thousands of holsters, upgraded sights, enhanced triggers, and every conceivable accessory exist for this platform. For shooters who want Glock's proven ecosystem in a package that genuinely fits in a pocket, the 42 remains the benchmark. Number 5. Springfield Armory Hellcat Micro Compact. The Springfield Hellcat absolutely detonated capacity expectations when it launched, shoving 11+1 rounds of 9mm into a footprint barely larger than many 380 pistols. That was a genuine engineering achievement that forced every competitor to respond. The 3-inch barrel extracts excellent velocity from defensive loads, and the adaptive grip texture with melanite finish provides a lockdown hold without sandpapering your skin raw. Springfield equipped this pistol with outstanding U-dot tritium sights that are among the fastest to acquire in the entire pocket pistol category. The optics-ready slide accepts Shield RMSC footprint red dots. The flat-face trigger delivers minimal take-up and breaks cleanly in the 5 to 6 pound range, light enough for accuracy, heavy enough for safety. Some shooters with larger hands report occasionally bumping the ambidextrous magazine release, which is worth testing before you commit. The real star of the show is the magazine engineering. Springfield designed a staggered column that squeezes maximum capacity from minimum grip width, a design philosophy that has since been copied across the industry. Optional 13-round extended magazines give you even more capability when concealment is less of a priority. Reliability across various ammunition types, including defensive hollow points and standard pressure loads, is rock solid. If raw 9mm capacity in the smallest possible package is your primary criteria, the Hellcat remains extraordinarily difficult to beat. Number 4. Sig P365. The pistol that started the micro-compact revolution still holds its own against everything that followed. The original Sig P365 redefined what was possible in this size class. 10+1 capacity of 9mm through a 3.1-inch barrel in a package that genuinely fits in a front pants pocket. Every micro compact that came after this gun exists because this gun proved the concept was viable. The grip shape is nearly perfect for comfortable shooting despite the compact dimensions. Those X-Ray 3 day and night sights remain among the best factory sights in the industry, and the trigger, the P365 trigger, is consistently ranked as one of the very best in the entire category. Short take-up, a glass rod clean break, and a positive tactile reset combine to make accurate shooting far easier than a gun this small has any right to allow. The optics-ready slide makes mounting a micro red dot straightforward. What keeps the P365 in the top 5 years after its debut is the total package. Capacity, accuracy, reliability, shootability, and aftermarket support all converge at a level that most competitors can only match in one or two categories. This is the gold standard that everyone else is still chasing. Number 3. Ruger Max 9. Taking the bronze position is a pistol that represents one of the smartest value propositions in the entire defensive handgun market. The Ruger Max 9 holds 12+1 rounds of 9mm through a 3.2-inch barrel in a genuinely pocketable package, and it does so at a price point that significantly undercuts the premium competition. Ruger clearly studied what competitors were doing well and what they were getting wrong, then designed the Max 9 to capitalize on both. The tritium front sight paired with a blacked-out rear creates a fast, intuitive sight picture that draws the eye exactly where it needs to go. The flat-face trigger breaks cleanly with minimal creep. Grip texture hits the sweet spot between aggressive enough for a confident hold and smooth enough for comfortable concealed carry. The magazine release is positioned for easy access without being so proud that it catches on clothing or activates accidentally. The pistol ships optics ready with adapter plates for popular micro red dots, and the aggressive front and rear slide serrations make manipulation positive even with wet or sweaty hands. Reliability testing across a broad spectrum of ammunition types reveals zero issues. Ruger built this gun to eat everything and complain about nothing. 2 magazines are included in the box, a flush 10-rounder for deep concealment and an extended 12-rounder with a pinky extension for enhanced grip. For shooters who demand premium features and micro-compact 9mm performance without paying a premium brand tax, the Max 9 is the intelligent choice. Number 2. Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. Claiming the silver position is a pistol that proved legacy platforms can evolve to compete with anything on the market. The M&P Shield Plus took the already successful Shield design and dramatically increased capacity to 13+1 rounds of 9mm while maintaining virtually identical external dimensions. That is not an incremental improvement. That is a generational leap executed within an existing and trusted framework. The improved flat-face trigger delivers a crisp break and short reset that places it among the best factory triggers in the micro-compact space. Grip texture is calibrated for confident control even in adverse conditions. Rain, sweat, stress. Without being so aggressive, it becomes uncomfortable during extended carry. 3-dot sights are highly visible and quick to acquire, while optics-ready versions accept popular micro-red dot sights for shooters wanting that enhanced capability. An optional ambidextrous thumb safety is available for those who prefer a manual safety in their carry rotation, giving buyers the choice rather than forcing a design philosophy on them. The Shield Plus truly excels in the balance category. It balances capacity with shootability, concealability with grip comfort, and 9mm performance with manageable recoil and minimal muzzle flip that enables fast follow-up shots. This is a thoroughly proven platform upgraded with modern capacity and features, and it delivers excellence that justifies its position near the very top of this list. Number 1. Glock 43X MUS. Claiming the crown as the single best pocket pistol dominating 2026 is the Glock 43X MOS, and honestly, when you examine the total package this pistol delivers, the top spot is well earned. While it sits at the larger end of what qualifies as a pocket pistol, the 43X's remarkably slim profile and 10+1 standard capacity make it genuinely pocketable for most people, while offering a level of shootability that no smaller gun in this category can touch. The 3.41-inch barrel generates excellent velocity from 9mm defensive loads, and the longer sight radius translates directly into improved practical accuracy. The grip length accommodates most adult hands comfortably, enabling a full firing grip that dramatically enhances recoil control and shot-to-shot recovery. The MOS modular optic system slide accepts the most popular micro red dot sights without any gunsmithing or modification required, and for defensive accuracy under stress, A red dot on a carry gun is a transformative advantage. The safe action trigger system is consistent, predictable, and requires deliberate intent to fire while still delivering a smooth pull and positive reset that supports accurate shooting. Aftermarket flush-fit steel magazines push capacity to 15 rounds without altering external dimensions whatsoever, giving you near full-size firepower in a concealment-oriented package. And then there is the reliability factor. The 43X MOS will digest defensive hollow points, budget full metal jacket, premium plus P ammunition, and literally anything else you chamber without a single malfunction. The pistol thrives on neglect and keeps running when lesser guns would have choked. For serious concealed carriers who demand the absolute best combination of shootability, reliability, capacity, accuracy, and modularity in a pocket-friendly platform, the Glock 43X MOS stands alone at the top of the heap in 2026. The pocket pistol category has never been stronger than it is right now. Modern engineering has delivered firearms that earlier generations of concealed carriers could not have dreamed of. Guns that are simultaneously smaller, more reliable, more accurate, and higher capacity than anything that existed even a decade ago. Whether a 380 ACP for ultimate deep concealment fits your lifestyle or a micro compact 9mm for maximum defensive capability makes more sense, every option on this list is a legitimate, life-saving defensive tool. But here's the truth that no equipment list can change. The finest pocket pistol ever manufactured is only as effective as the person carrying it. Commit to consistent training, invest in quality defensive ammunition, and develop the skills necessary to effectively deploy your firearm under the worst conditions on the worst day of your life. The gun is only one piece of the equation. You are the other piece, and you are the one that matters most. That's it for today, folks. See you in the next video.